Looking down on Chicagoland Speedway from the U.S. Army Skycam, courtesy of the United States Army, an Army of one. It's the Tropicana 400 down into its final moments before 75,000 at a sold-out Chicagoland Speedway. Kevin Harvick has taken over the lead by not pitting under this late caution flag brought out when Joe Nemechek slapped the wall and spun. Had a flat tire. It caused him to slap the wall and spin up in turns 1 and 2.
And we've got a lot of different scenarios. Some guys on older tires, new tires, but the guys on new tires have to work through a lot of traffic.
Jeff Gordon was one of the teams, his team, that decided not to pit under this caution. Let's hear from his crew chief, Robbie Loomis.
Well, Robbie, this is what you wanted. The car's very good on long runs. You left the old tires on. You can make it all the way, but can he pass Kevin Harvick?
It's going to be really tough. You know, it's really tough to pass, but I think he can. You know, we just got to see what the DuPont Chevrolet does. These guys in the pits have done a great job all day long. Brian Weitzel been over here pushing away on the computer. It's going to be tight. Let's see what happens.
They can make it all the way on fuel, and he has been counseling Jeff on the radio. Try to get him on the restart. Remember, that's when you can pass him the easiest, and that's when Jeff Gordon will probably try to make his move on the restart. And Benny, you said in the pre-race the guy might finish the streak. It might be over. Jeff Gordon might finally win a race.
Well, you know, really, truly, you feel so sorry today for Ryan Newman, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Tony Stewart. 3 guys who have really been faster than most all the other cars, but they couldn't get quite as much fuel mileage.
It's been a while since Jeff Gordon has had a victory drought of this magnitude. You see, going all the way back to 1993 that he had no Winston Cup wins. Picked up his first win in the spring of the '94 season, and since then it's been pretty hard to keep him out of victory lane. Bill Weber, how about the leaders team?
Let's find out. Gil Martin is the new crew chief for Kevin Harvick. You said you could make it to the end. Can you?
I believe we can. These caution flags we're hoping to making gas for us. So every time they do the one to go right here, we're liking that. We're making fuel.
You told me when you were running 5th, this was going to be a great day no matter what happened. Now you're running 1st. Then of course, you had to spin in between there, buddy.
Well, I mean, it has been a great day for the Goodwrench car. These guys have done a great job in the pits. This has been a good week for us. We kind of stepped on ourselves in qualifying and got us in the hole that we've been in today, but the car's been excellent all day. Kevin's doing a great job, and let's keep our fingers crossed. I believe we can make it.
How hungry is he, Gil?
He's very hungry. I think you can see by the way he's been driving today. He's been doing a good job all day long. Everybody at home, forward, Rhonda, keep your fingers crossed.
Good luck. Like Benny said earlier, he crashed for a mile, just didn't hit anything.
It's unbelievable what a great job he did trying to save the car. He finally did lose control down in turn 1, but he drove it for about a mile before he did. All right, the lights on the pace car are off. Hey, the pace car, the wrecker is on pit road.
Got to get Joe Nemechek, that car, removed from pit road before we can restart the race. That's why they extended the yellow period. And there's Joe out of the car and not looking any too happy about it. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s team chose to take 4 tires under this caution. It's put him back in 11th spot for the restart. He's got a lot of work cut out for him because not only is he in 11th, that's just lead lap cars. All those guys to the inside that are a lap down, he's got to get through as well.
Okay, Alan, who's the first guy in that line that's got precious tires?
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale Jr. is the first guy?
Yeah, all the rest of them either didn't stop or just stopped for fuel only.
Yep. Sterling Marlin, first one a lap down to the inside of leader Kevin Harvick. Harvick won this race 1 year ago. It's been pretty well documented. That team struggles throughout the first part of this season. It's been a remarkable day, as you heard Bill Weber and Gil Martin discuss earlier. No matter how this turns out, just to be in position for a shot at the win. But he's got 20 laps to go now as they come down. Watch Tony Stewart. He's laying back from Kurt Busch. Remember that great restart he got last time.
Harvick needs to get a really good start here. He wants to get in front of these cars again. It's jammed up, though. But see, Kevin got a great start right there, other than Jeff was right with him. So he's making some ground here.
And Kurt Busch has driven by Robbie Gordon on the outside to take over the 3rd spot. Here comes Jeff Gordon off turn 2. This is where he's going to try to take a look, I think. Couldn't get a run.
Harvick, Gordon, Kurt Busch, Robbie Gordon, Tony Stewart. Those are the top 5. Then Bill Elliott, Mark Martin, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jarrett, and Jeff Green. Johnson has overtaken Mark Martin this last lap. He's up to 7th. progress for Dale Earnhardt Jr. In fact, he's lost a couple of positions on that shuffle on the break. He's back to 13th. Ought to keep an eye on Ryan Newman, too.
Now, the problem is these guys are working around slower cars or cars that are a lap down. They can't run their line. You can't run your line. It's going to be a little bit slower. In the meantime, these guys are running where they want to run, and they're flicking off some pretty good laps. That time by, Kevin Harvick ran a 30.50, and you look back at where Earnhardt is, he ran a 31.48. So he's a second slower because of where he is on the racetrack and traffic.
With 4 fresh tires, those tires aren't doing him one bit of good.
Keep talking about track position. This is exactly what we mean by track position. Guys are on older tires, but they're clean racetrack, and they're pulling away from the guys that have fresh tires.
And Jeff Gordon is not able to close up on Kevin Harvick. Harvick is maintaining that 2-3 car length advantage.
Close call back in traffic. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Matt Kenseth bounced off each other. Everyone got away okay, and we stay under green. Here's Jeff Gordon. Go back and look at that close call I mentioned a minute ago between Matt Kenseth and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Watch this.
Oh, man. Jr. came off the corner with a terrific run, just did not want to back off the throttle, and went up and barely grazed the 17. But both cars continue on. That was close.
Enough to make the smoke fly.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Skinner on the outside probably had no idea that was happening underneath him either. All right, Wally, put yourself in that 29 car. You're driving Kevin Harvick's machine. Your thoughts, you're on these older tires. Your fuel's a little marginal. You got Jeff Gordon behind you.
First thing I did was flip the mirror up so I can't look in it. That's the worst thing you can do right now is look and worry about where the guys are behind you. So I'll guarantee you, Kevin is just concentrating on not making any mistakes and getting every bit out of his car he can right now.
This is Bill Elliott and Jimmy Johnson racing for 5th.
Jimmy Johnson's car's really come on here the last part of this race.
Well, it sure has. And Kevin Harvick, in front of the field, I'm just impressed by the speed he's able to run. Last time by, almost 176 mile per hour average.
But Benny, it seems like today the guys that have been out front have been quicker. They may be a little bit slower if they're second, third spot, but it looks like once they get out front in that clean air, they're a little bit quicker.
3rd place, Tony Stewart taking it away from Kurt Busch.
I think this is the guy they've got to worry about.
Stewart.
Yep.
13 laps to go, almost 3 seconds to make up.
Yeah, that's the problem. Long way to go, short time to get there. Yeah. He'd have to be, you know, 0.3 of a second a lap faster just about to make up that gap. How about that for math?
I can't believe that. You worked all night on that, didn't you?
And we meant 0.3. We say 0.3.
Did he?
0.3.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
I know we hate to give it to him.
I know.
Jeff Gordon slipping back off of Harvick's back bumper. If that 25 race winless streak's going to end today, BP, it's going to happen soon.
Yes. I don't think that Jeff Gordon's going to be able to catch him. I think that Harvick, as long as he keep that thing going, these guys are not going to catch him. Tony Stewart is faster than both of them, but he's just too far back.
Ryan Newman's up to 8th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. to 10th. They're 6.5 and 7.5 seconds behind the leader, respectively.
Well, we can see Tony Stewart closing in, but it's only 100th of a second at a time.
And not clearing those lap cars is what probably cost him this race. And I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, but it takes time to get past those cars so you can run your line.
Well, it's like they talked about on that restart. Even though you're lined up 5th or 6th in that outside lane, you're actually 10th or 12th in reality on the racetrack.
Right. You've got to get down on the bottom of the racetrack.
The only concern I'm sure that Kevin Harvick and Jeff Gordon have right now, can they make it on fuel?